Hello, Blackman United Methodist Church. This is Brother David once again with a preview video for Sunday, August 2nd. This being the first Sunday of August, that means that we have the opportunity to gather together and worship and celebrate Holy Communion, which we will be doing at both of our services on Sunday morning at 8:30 and at 10:45. Also, during our worship service, we will be continuing our sermon series on foundations, more specifically spiritual foundations. Over these last couple of weeks, we have been looking at a variety of tools and gifts that God has given us, known as spiritual disciplines, to help us in our relationships with God, have our spiritual foundations strengthened so that God can build great things in our lives. Now, the spiritual discipline that we will focus on this week is one that 92% of churched adults deem very important to their relationship with God, and that is the discipline of worship. Now, during our time together, we will be looking at questions like, what is worship? What's the object of our worship? What's the priority of our worship? And also, what should the result of our worship be? Mark 12:30 gives us the commandments to love God with all that we are and to love our neighbor as ourselves. And over the last couple of weeks, we have been focusing on the things that God has given us to help us love God with all that we are. Now, after this week's sermon, we will be shifting our focus a little bit on ways that we can love our neighbors. We'll still be focusing on foundations, but we'll begin looking at more things dealing with missional identity, on ways to begin thinking of sharing the love of God with other people in our community around us. So those are just some things that we've got going on. This is a week that's a little bit slower than some of the weekends we have had here recently, but we look forward to seeing you on Sunday morning, and we hope you all have a great rest of the day. God bless.